Since you're watching this abomination of a presentation on a video, it's pretty safe to assume you already know about the coronavirus because you don't get to see this in person, unfortunately. Alright, so today I will be persuading you about the coronavirus or COVID-19. I will be persuading you about why you should wash your hands and follow social distancing orders in order to protect yourself and your family. And, just like people in general. It doesn't have to be anyone that you know in particular. Alright, so this is the coronavirus. This is the actual, structure of it. So, we'll start off about telling you a little bit about it. I'll tell you about coronavirus, and then I'll go into what the problem is with the coronavirus, and then I will tell you how we can solve it, or a couple solutions for it. So the coronavirus, it looks more like the flu on the outside, but once you dive deeper into it, it actually affects your lungs, makes it harder for you to breathe, and it can cause permanent respiratory damage if it's a more severe case of it compared to a more mild version, which is more like the flu, and you'll just be sick for a couple days. People say it'll take up to 14 weeks to pass, and then you'll be good to go, but some people unfortunately don't get that benefit of the doubt. So as far as the origin, it's believed to have originated in China, but that's pretty much as we know that we have as concrete facts. There's a bunch of rumors about how it actually spread, but nobody really knows for sure. All right, and it attacks your lungs. Okay, so the problem with the coronavirus is that it's killing a lot of people, and everyone's one of the number one arguments about why the coronavirus isn't as big of a deal as we're making it. The argument is that the flu killed more people on average than the coronavirus did, but that's actually not true if you look at the latest numbers. So according to the CDC, the flu from the 2018 to the 2019 period killed about 44,000 people, and that's in a 12-month span, and the coronavirus in 4 months basically has killed more than that. So the coronavirus has already killed 58,000 people, and they're saying it's more likely to kill you if you are older, or if you have a weakened immune system, or if you have any previous diseases. I don't know what the words, I can't think of it. If you have any previous illnesses, you're more likely to die from the coronavirus, but there is still the slight chance that you could if you catch it and you're not sick, which is why you should take certain precautionary measures. The World Health Organization, the CDC, so that washing your hands is one of the most effective ways to prevent the coronavirus. The best way to do it is to wet your hands, lather the soap into your hands, scrub all good, make sure you come all the way down to your wrist, get under your fingernails and everything. You should sing the happy birthday song twice, repeating, and then rinse your hands off, and you should be good to go. If you don't have any access to hand soap or a sink or anything, hand sanitizer is your next best option. It still isn't as good as washing your hands. It doesn't kill 100% of the germs, neither does washing your hands, but it gets the job done better than regular hand sanitizer. I don't know what I was saying. So that's one way. The second way is the 6 feet apart. If you go into any stores or anything, they'll have markers on the ground that'll demonstrate what 6 feet is. That way you can keep your distance from other people. The easiest way for the corona to spread is through the eyes, so you should avoid touching your face. You should wear a face mask if you're out in public. That's according to the World Health Organization. It's just an easier way to protect yourself from getting the virus. The best analogy or metaphor I've heard is that if me and you are standing in front of each other, and it's kind of gross, but if me and you are standing in front of each other and I pee on you and we're not wearing any pants, then I'm going to pee on you, right? But say if only one of us, if you had pants on and I peed on you, you would get wet, but you wouldn't get as wet as me just peeing straight on you. But if I had pants on and you had pants on and I would pee on you, it wouldn't get over to you. It would just be all down the front of me instead of spreading across. So basically, if we can get everyone to wear a mask, you'll be more likely to be protected against it. Yeah, mask, 6 feet apart. But the absolute best way to stop the spread of the coronavirus would definitely be staying at home. That's the most suggested way to stop the spread of the coronavirus. So today, I told you about what the coronavirus is, how it's spread, and I told you about what the problem is, that it's killing a lot of people, and how we could stop the spread of it. Even though there's no cure, we can at least stop the spread. So basically, the motivation is, if you go out in public, make sure you wear a mask, you keep your 6 feet apart, your social distancing. You only go out in public around other people if you have to. You can always feel free to go on walks, that's not a bad thing, but just make sure you keep yourself and your family safe by coughing in your elbow, wearing masks, and washing your hands.